All right, hopefully you can see me pretty good. Upgraded our audio. I've always had this stuff, but I've never really used it. So we're gonna start using it for the videos. As you can see, I have already started pulling the dash out. Basically just getting this trim off. This is loose right here. Pulling that up so I can get this loose, get this off, and get the 2 screws right here. There's a bunch of stuff under here. This isn't really going to be a tutorial. I'm just going to take you along with me as I take the dash off and do the flocking process. So that's pretty much it. All right, so as you can see, we have basically all these parts off. That part is right here. That is obvious. Glove box is out. Let's see what else. Of course, that's off already. These side pieces are out of the way. And let's see what else. Radio is out and the bezel is out, along with the gauges right here. So I'm done with the passenger side. I think I'm missing 2 more right here. But you just have tons everywhere. 4 for the radio, 2 right here, 2 under there, a few right here. But yeah, that's about how many screws I've taken out so far. Luckily, they're always pretty easy to get to. So now we got to move over to the driver's side, take out the speedometer, and some of the same stuff I've taken over here has to come off over there too. All right, so 3 hours later, I've made a mess and not broken any connectors. It's about how many bolts or screws I've had to take out. It's not too bad. It's my first time and I kind of took it slow, so I didn't break anything. So let's go ahead and look over at our dash. I just wiped it down with some Eco Shine, about to blow it off. That should be good. And anything else, that's just etching right there. You can barely see it. It's not like a service imperfection. It's just cosmetic. You can't feel it. So we're gonna finish wiping this down. I have my kit from Flockit, and we are going to apply it with a it's not fabric, I forgot what it's called. It's not foam though. It's just, I don't know paintbrush stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna apply the heat set all over that. Use the little brush right here for nooks and crannies. And we have about a 15-minute working time. And I will basically show you how that's gonna go. No going back. That looks flawless, to be honest. Now, the pain in the butt will be when I turn on my AC or turn on my defroster. So we got to be sure and yeah. And I'm gonna call Flockit tomorrow and ask them what's up with these clumps.
That looks cool.
That's funny. Do it right here so the camera can see. Oh my gosh. So this right here, I blew these off. Blew them off, so we can reuse this fiber if we had run out. It looks good.
Call it a night.
All right, so now for you viewers, all 4 of you, I'm going to show you around what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. All right, what's up? This is just going to be some filler. Not really filler, but I came down here this morning to check on the drying process. You can touch it. Of course, don't be too rough. What's going on is these right here are able to come off. There were some over here that I've gotten off. What it is, I think, in theory, is I was flocking it at at a parallel with the surface, two parallel. Because I was flocking it like that. You're supposed to flock it straight ahead. I think this is air, so basically just kind of snowballed into these little things right here. But you can pat them down. You can kind of work with them, pick some of this up, and I'm still trying to figure out techniques. So just kind of fill it in, rub it around, and gone. So looks like a few techniques to get rid of this. Of course, be very gentle. I want this to look perfect, just because that's how I am. But I don't have perfect skills, so those go well together. But anyways, you get the idea. I think next time I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna do my A-pillars next. A-pillars are the trim that goes on here on the inside. We'll see how that goes. And then I'll be able to, you know, just make sure you always shoot it perpendicular. So far, I'm really happy with it. All right, so this side is done now. You can see a little bit, maybe of streaks from where I have, you know what, actually, I'm still experimenting with this. Working with carbon has taught me a few things about curing times and what you can do while curing. There's actually a lot of advantages to working during curing times. As you can see, what I'm doing is scooping up some stuff and sticking it to the glue while it's still a little bit tacky and just rubbing it in. So what these are just little things, and you get this extra stuff is just coming from my hands, and I am just leveling it out. I am no longer using a pick or anything to pick at this. This is supposed to replicate suede, which is not a perfect pattern. When you mess with suede, of course, you've seen, you know, it gets dark if you go this way and it gets light if you go that way, you know, when you rub it with your hand. So it having some of this texture from me wiping it is not going to bother me. As you can see right here, I'm getting some of these off. This one you can feel with your finger. It feels, I gotta stop tapping. Let me clean off my hand. Let's tap it in. And if it's too big, I am grabbing a pick or trying to pinch it off and pull it up. You're not gonna hurt anything. Again, this is about, I would say 15, 16, 18 hours. Oh, I can't do math. It's 12 now. We did this at 10 last night. So that's 14 hours. One more hour and it should be done with the initial cure time according to the thing. And I just say this because it varies depending on temperature, humidity, stuff like that. So as you can see, I've spent about an hour doing this because, like I said, I want it to look perfect. And anything perfect takes time, unless you're just goated like that. So also one of my concerns was, and I apologize this not being on my Sony. I came up here to check on it and I saw that this was a crucial time to work on it while it's still a little bit tacky. Because if it dries, then I won't be able to level this out and stuff. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. Anyways, what I was saying was, so far I'm pretty happy with this. I think there's a different way that I would be doing this. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can kind of see how I'm working. I am happy with the result. I think there are better ways to do this. There's a way that you can, they sell guns that you can hook up to your air compressor and spray it like you're spraying paint. And I'm sure that would be magnificent. And as you can see, some of these spots are coming back just a little bit. But I think it's just, yeah, those will just blow off. I don't want to hit it with air just yet for fear of ruining the finish. Over here, I've already gotten all this over here. I'm going to double check everything before I close this garage door. So now I'm letting the sun heat it. I would say it feels like maybe 90 degrees on the surface, which is helping it cure faster. Because I do need to put this dash back in today. It says 72 hours to a week to completely cure, but we're going to install it today. After about 12 hours of regular cure just sitting here, and then maybe 2 hours in the sun. And I really don't see any more. Reason I'm not adding more material anymore is because while you can do that, and I'm going to show you, put a glove on there, it does level out. Right there. It does level out, but I blow it and it's sticking. I just don't want it to not stick because I don't know at what point I'm going to cross over from it being tacky to it being dry and not accepting any more new material. But you can feel it with your hand. You can feel a little bit of the bumps. So I'm just going to grab some more and kind of fill it in, being sure that I'm kind of lucky today. It's not very windy. It's starting to pick up, so I will be closing the garage door soon. But to me, visually, it's, I would say, flawless. Not because of my skill, but because of the ease of the product. And that I would have full confidence doing this. And if I have time, you can always message me and I can always message you back. But right now, it looks fantastic. So I'm going to go chill a little bit and work on getting some new engine mounts because I've never replaced those. The other day I said I've touched every bolt. No, we've touched the engine mount bolts, you know, to take the motor out. But we use the same ones that were on it when I bought the vehicle 2 years ago. So putting the finishing touches on this, looks like we did a good job of covering the area. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling on. I just want to share as much information as I can, and I want you to do this to your vehicles, and I want it to look good. So I'm doing the best I can to share my experiences, and I hope that, you know, you get confidence like, you know, people have like Chris Fix and, you know, other TikTokers. He's not a TikToker, but educators have shown me and given me confidence that I did not have myself when I was starting. Maybe you're not starting, maybe you're advanced. You've never heard of this. So I believe everybody can learn something. From what I know, flocking is pretty starting to gain popularity. It has been around for like 15, 20, 30 years, but it is becoming popular because imagine trying to wrap this in suede fabric or Alcantara fabric. Like, even look at the vents. Those are covered, which might not have been a great idea. We probably should have taped them off, but my taping skills aren't great, so I decided to cover everything. And this right here, I'm just going over the whole surface, leveling it out. This right here is sticking up. I'm going to pinch it because I think these are like little glue globs, and it's still giving me a problem. So what I did figure out earlier was something like this. This one's not entirely smooth, but a smooth surface like this, and just kind of tapping it down. Where did it go? Now I'm sprinkling all this over here. Let's just rub that in, and we will air test it rudimentarily. Yeah, it's sticking still. So the glue is not done drying, and look, crap, I keep trying to fix it and then adding more on. I'm not fixing it. Yeah, this is the appropriate time to grab a tool. And actually, I can't find it anymore. I feel it right there, so I'm going to kind of press it down. This adhesive is self-leveling, so you shouldn't have problems in that sense. Stuff like this, I'm going to do this. And if you get any on top like that, you know, just from it blowing around or your hand going across it, I don't think it's going to be a problem because you'll be able to blow it off after it dries. If it's just sitting on the surface delicately. I don't see, looking off my hand, I don't see anything else. And this is going to be in direct sunlight now. So I can see the best. We have great lights. Those are like 10,000 lumens each. So we have 30,000 lumens of light in here. Which I would like more, but I digress. It's in the sunlight A, so I can see the best. And B, so it cures faster. Gonna have a little more to it right here. It's kind of bumpy. Right now, I'm kind of just chasing little tiny issues, which are not needed. But like I said, from now on this car, I want to do everything the best I can. Balancing time with proper modifications and installs. So that's about it. I think it looks fantastic. I am visually scanning it for any high spots and just rubbing them out with my finger. A couple here, a couple there, and I'm not confident that those will come off if I don't mess with them. But so far, like right here, how it's a little bit more reflective, it's kind of hard to see in the camera. I'm gonna grab some material, put it on there, fill it in. Yeah, it looks a little better. It looked like a low spot where I didn't put as much material on it initially. So it's in the sunlight, so I can see the best, and it can cure faster. Also, when this is in the vehicle, it's never really going to be in the sun besides this part. So if anything, concentrate on this part if you're pressed for time, which for something like this, I would not do it in any kind of situation where you would limit your time and ability to work on it. But I'm lightly grazing it, and it feels like fabric. This is so cool. I can't wait to show my friends. Can't wait to show the guy down across my flock death. Get on my race car driver. But no, really, it's gonna reduce a lot of glare, if not all of it, and I'll be able to see better. So that's about it. I'm sorry I've been rambling. Just knocked the whole thing off because I've got my t-shirt caught. But I'm pretty happy. So that's it. I gotta go to the house to grab, see if I can show y'all my beautiful face. I gotta go to the house to grab my camera equipment, my mic and stuff. And then later we'll be doing the dash and doing engine mounts. I don't know if I want to include those in the same video, but they will get filmed. So, all right, I will see. I almost knocked it over again. I will see y'all later. It has been approximately 24 hours. About 3 to 6 hours of this was, 3 to 6 hours of this was drying in the sun. If I had to guess, maybe a service temp of 90 to 100 degrees, which helped out a lot in curing it. Before I handled it, I wanted to wait till the last possible hour before touching it and moving it around. Luckily, nothing really touches it, so I'm going to be installing the vents back on and some other things. What was I going to say? I need to put all the AC ducting back in, and I'm about to flip it over. Man, I really don't want to. I might just put it on its front or lean it on its back. Like here it is. I'm gonna lean it like this, or I can just get underneath and do it like that. Oh well, I'll figure something out. So, all right. So 08 to 14 WRXs and STIs. I don't know about Imprezas. I'm sure the manual ones, they all have 5 spot welds on the firewall. They're pretty hard to get to. I was told you need to fix it from the inside. You have to take the dash off to fix it from there. But you can check the condition by taking all of this off, which basically is just your this trim right here for the windshield, and then 3 bolts to get the wiper motor out. And I'm going to post and circle a picture of them all, and they're hard to see. Let's grab my flashlight. Long story short, mine are perfect. So there's one up there. I'm trying to find the line so you can see them. See that right in the middle of the screen, that circle? That's the weld. There's another one right there, one right there. So that's the 3rd one. There's the 4th, and the 5th is right there. If they're starting to fail, the paint will be cracking, which maybe a couple of them are a little bit. But they look fine to me, which is good. So now the dash can go on for sure now, because I wanted to fix that before I put the dash back in. So now that I know that's good, I can save a lot of time by having to fix it and drill them out or weld them, which I don't know how to weld. Now I have to drill them out and put nuts and bolts with thread lock and stuff. So yeah, we're good to go. Dash is going back in, starting right now. All right, where's the tripod? Man, I am so tired. I'm just gonna get some shots. Gotta put the wheels on. I forgot our pressure washer broke, so I'm gonna have to do it at Chandler's. Kennedy Detail. But I got the dash in. It looks really good. I'm really happy with it. And again, the aim's to get no glare, which, except for this piece, that one right there, I still gotta do that, but that one can come off. It just pops off. So, I'm gonna have to stop recording tonight, or right now. It's already almost midnight. What was I gonna say? It's already almost midnight, and this isn't straight. It's already almost midnight, and autocross, we got to be there at 7. So optimistically, I'll get 5.5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, which is fine. Got what I wanted to do. I started early this week on a bunch of stuff, but like the motor mounts, I didn't foresee. The dash took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But anyways, I gotta hurry up and finish tonight. Wake up early and get the car washed and show up and race. Put in some good laps. Anyways, but if you watched this far, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.
I don't need friends, get to the money cause you know I gotta win.